So this year I'm embarking on my 41st birthday, and this journey I've been going on basically for the last 40 years. So my mom's a survivor of the residential school system in Canada, and 100 years ago our ceremonies were forbidden. They were against the law. So my community in general, or my community specifically, is basically going through the experience of being fragmented. And myself, I consider myself a knowledge keeper, so I feel like I have the responsibility of taking those pieces of the puzzle and putting them back together again. And basically, 6 years ago when I gave birth to my twins, I had a Native midwife, and she was advocating on behalf of all Indigenous patients that she was caring for, that they keep their placentas after they visit the hospital. Prior to that, the hospitals had considered the placenta human waste. It was seen as something bad, and so she advocated on our behalf, and I was all excited to, be able to bring this placenta home and perform this ceremony, but what I realized soon after is that I don't have those teachings. I still am at that place where I don't have all the teachings I need to actually perform the ceremony, which is, it's hard, it's challenging, because this is something that I do want to do. My kids are 6 years old now, and it's been frozen in my freezer for the last 6 years. But I don't want to feel that I'm also rushing myself through that process, right? So my mom has some of the teachings, which I did receive from her, and on camera, surprisingly. But I still feel that I need to follow the protocols, and be respectful of those customs and traditions. So I'm feeling kind of still in the same place that I started at, unfortunately, but with a little bit more knowledge. I think that this process has helped me move forward, because if I wasn't doing the film, I wouldn't have gotten the answer that I did from my mother. So while I was interviewing her, she did share some of her memories, and sometimes with my mom, her memories too are fragmented, so it's only when you ask her and ask her and ask her that she goes, oh yeah, I actually do know that. So I do feel that I'm further along in my journey. It's just now where will I do this ceremony? Because I live in Toronto with my kids. I grew up in Moosonee with my grandparents, and my reserve, or my traditional territory, is even further up north. So I'm kind of trying to figure out where to do this. But the film has actually been a stepping stone for me. Yeah. My relationship with my mother is extremely complex, and I say that because my mother's a trauma survivor. Because her childhood was horrendous, she was actually taken away by force from her community and her parents, and it was basically ethnic cleansing, cultural genocide. So when you are growing up with someone who's dealing with that type of trauma, you kind of learn how to relate to them, if that makes sense. So my childhood with my mom was very much like walking on eggshells, because one moment she would have a flashback and a memory, and the next she would be fine, and then I would try to approach her, and then she would say things like, I never said that to you. So it was always like a lot of uncertainty. And what I've realized too is that going through this process with this film is that I have to accept the relationship as it is, and I have to, when I have those moments with my mom, I have to cherish those moments, when she's able to share. And then just let her take her time and, share what she wants to share with me, and just accept it for what it is. And I feel that, it's just a journey that my mom and I are on, and I'm hoping that she'll find the healing that she needs to move forward in her life. But, that's kind of the reality of living with a trauma survivor too, right? Yeah.